Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls has one more day they could potentially show off a reveal, and it's been officially hinted at through EVO themselves from their day one scheduling list. But before we get into that fully, make sure to show off your hype for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls by scrolling down and hitting those like and subscribe buttons, so you don't miss out on any Marvel Fighting Souls news as it comes out, just like what's on this video. Now without further ado, let's get into the tease for Marvel Tokon's possible reveal tomorrow. On EVO's Friday Day 1 showcase schedule, along with the schedule itself for that day in particular showcase stream, they also had a blurb on the bottom left under the EVO logo with a message about Sunday's major showcases. It reads as follows. Tune in on Sunday to hear from Invincible Versus, Guilty Gear Strive, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Virtual Fighter, Tekken 8, Street Fighter, and more. Now, one thing to take into account is according to EVO's Twitter/X socials and Google itself, EVO will be holding presentations for games before every top 8 happening on Sunday. So when looking at the Day 3 schedule, we have 7 top 8s happening on the day. On the official blurb for Day 1 schedule, we have 6 major franchises listed out with an and more listed too. But, of course for these major titles, of course we are focused on and looking for Marvel Tokon. Now these presentations again are happening before the major top 8s of the day in a section they are calling EVO Sunday Arena Features and Announcement segment. The most likely sections we will be getting the announcement are of course along with the Arc System Works games being Guilty Gear and BlazBlue, where they developed and published both of these titles. If it is supposed to happen before these games, that would mean that Marvel Tokon's presentation would essentially start the show before Guilty Gear's tournament even starts, as it's the first tournament in one of the streams at 10 AM Pacific or 12 PM Central Time. Or it could happen before BlazBlue's tournament being at 2 PM Pacific or 4 PM Central Time. To me personally, BlazBlue would seem the most likely of the two only because it's later in the day and not the event opener. But I could be completely wrong with that line of thinking. But there is a possibility they would probably want to show the game presentation or showcase, whatever it may actually be, as it could be anything from the game director saying a few more words, a beta announcement, or even a character or trailer reveal like we've all been wanting. But if they want to show it off when there's possibly more viewership, it could be before Street Fighter 6, as it's the game that had the most entries for EVO and might have the most viewership too, as the entrance almost doubled the next biggest game being Tekken 8. This would make the Tokon panel ultimately happen before Street Fighter 6 at around 8 PM Pacific or 10 PM Central Time. Sadly, as of right now, we just have no idea when it could be for certain, and the ranges are essentially from opening to close of EVO Day 3. Hopefully throughout the day though, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls through their socials can fill us in on when their time slot is, so make sure you're following those official socials that they have. Or they could at some time in the event announce when exactly Marvel Tokon will have its presentation. Maybe even through the day's schedule like they showed for Day 1. Either way guys, let me know at what time you think Marvel Tokon will have their presentation, what you think they will show off or say there, and if you'll be tuning in for EVO Day 3 in the comment section down below. Also, we will be live streaming the event again as official co-streamers of course, and we will use up all the copium in the atmosphere throughout the day, hoping for a couple of characters being revealed, or even a new trailer. Anyways, that wraps it up for this quick news from Marvel Tokon today, but keep your eyes peeled for a gameplay breakdown, possible characters teased through character intros shown at EVO, and a breakdown of whatever they might reveal tomorrow if it's something big later this week. As always, your support through your viewership, liking, and subscribing is always greatly appreciated, and helps me out tremendously against the high-low mix-up threat that is the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Peace!